Hello everyone, it's Seeking Jess and I hope you're doing amazing. It's been a while. It's really been a while since I have recorded a video and I can't believe I don't even know why. I mean, I kind of do know why. I felt like I needed to take a step back and I don't know, think about which direction I want to go. I'm like so about it to just, take a break sometimes if it's needed, because sometimes we just really forget. We forget how important it is to take a break. And that's what I've done. I've taken a little bit of a break and tried to order my thoughts, I'd say, and try to find out where I want to go. And I do have a better direction now and I'm very excited. I'm not gonna share it yet, but I will definitely share it sooner or later. I am super hyped about what's gonna come and what I'm gonna do in my life. I want to share with you 8 ways on how to be more eco-friendly. I wanted to start also to tell you a little bit about some facts from around the world, because I feel like the world is still very divided, or people are still very divided in their opinions about it and in their knowledge about it. When I started to meet people that were teaching me more about it and telling me more about it, I was like, how did I not know about this before? And it kind of made a click and I understood the importance. But then sometimes when I still meet people and I want to tell them about it, it's still like a barricade. It is very hard to break through it. That's why I would like to just share some facts and actually show that these stats are real. It's actually happening and it's something that we can maybe not reverse, but slow down the process and eventually stop. And I think that should be everyone's goal on this planet, because really we came here to live on the planet with all the living beings, and what we do is just exploiting our world's resources basically and destroying it. I know it sounds very dramatic, but it's just the truth. And I mean, if you look at images from all around the world, what's currently happening, I don't think it's ever been that bad. But also at the same time, there's more and more information coming through to us. So we are also more aware of it and we can, take the right steps in order to help contribute to make the world a better place. One of the stats that I, Googled, because I don't know them all by heart, is we produce every year 2.12 billion tons of waste. And if we put all this waste on trucks, they could go around the world 24 times. What? It's scary, the amount of waste that we produce. And the worst part about it is that all of this trash is produced is because 99% of all the stuff that we buy, we only use it for maximum 6 months and then we throw it away. So, all of the single-use plastic, the water bottles, we live in a world of consumerism and we consume a lot, and it's common to just buy whatever we need, we think we need, and we buy it, and then if it's not of use anymore, we throw it out. It's just the whole industry. Like, if you want to go shopping, you buy a sweater for one winter, and then because you go to probably like H&M, which is like super cheap, you buy it and you can't wear it the next year anymore because it looks like, shit, so you can't wear it anymore, and so you throw it out. And these are just a few examples of it. Another one is of the 8.3 billion metric tons that has been produced, 6.3 billion metric tons have become plastic waste. With plastic, this is another thing, because of the number that I just told you, only 9% has been recycled. The majority of it is somewhere in landfills, like destroying our natural environment and just being there, or being in the ocean. It's there and we can't do anything with it. And so I was also wondering, what happens to all the plastic waste? Because now you get a lot of, like stickers on plastic saying it's recyclable. Plastic takes a lot of time to break down, and sometimes it can even take up to 1,000 years. So for example, the normal plastic bag that we have, that you can buy and get in a shop, it takes 10 to 1,000 years to decompose. Like, what? It's way too long. So it's during that time, it's just there. You know what, guys? I'm just gonna show you a few images that maybe, have some kind of impact on you. You can see them here. Like, plastic never completely vanishes. So you get microplastic. And a lot of fish in the ocean think that this plastic is food and they eat it, and then they eventually die because they just don't know what it is. And it's happening more and more, and it's really sad, and it's really sad to see that as well. So that's why I think we should all be responsible for our own actions, and we should not look away anymore. We should face it. We should face the truth of what's happening in the world right now and not be that self-centric anymore. Because most of us live in a very self-centric world, and we do not think about what is going to happen in 100 years, because we only live right now in the moment and we think about what's good for us. And I'm not saying that everyone is the same, but I do know that I have had the same mindset only a few years ago. I did not really care about, you know, where my grandchildren may be or will be living, or how they will be living, or what resources they're still going to have available on planet Earth, if there's still a planet Earth. These are just small actions that I wrote down and I do every day. I think they have a massive impact. The first thing is to use a reusable bag every time you go shopping. I have had this since my childhood. My mom has always taught me, and I don't know why she had it, but she always taught me to keep the bag, the one bag that I had, because it can still be used and it doesn't have to be thrown away, and then, you know, you get a new bag at the store. Or if you don't want to carry that bag with you, have a backpack with you. There's so many different ways of when you go shopping on where to put your stuff, and just don't get a new bag every time. I know sometimes we do forget, maybe bring a bag, or our purse is maybe too small to put something inside. Or if it's not a lot of things, I'll just carry it like this. If it's really like, I know I'm gonna go heavy food shopping, I go home and I bring my own bag. I don't make excuses, because I just think it's not worth it. The second thing, and I am a super fan of this, is to carry a bottle with you. And I got one of these bottles. I'm gonna show you guys, one sec. I carry this stainless steel bottle with me. It's really great because you can fill it up with cold water, the water stays cold, you can fill it up with tea, the tea stays warm, and wherever you go, you first of all don't have to buy a plastic bottle every time when you're thirsty, but you just have this bottle with you and you can fill up water wherever you are. So that's awesome, really, that's great. And I think that has done a huge impact on my life, and I've seen the amount of waste that I started producing less because of that. Because I drink a lot of water, so what I sometimes tend to do is just, you know, when you're already out and about, you just get a water bottle and a plastic water bottle, and then what, you drink it, you use it once, and then you throw it out. And I think this is a great thing that I think every one of us can do. The third thing, and I'm pretty sure you heard about it already, is to say no to straws. And you also have like the metal straws that you can buy, so you can carry one with you if you want, or you can just say no to a straw when you're having a drink the next time. It's not gonna hurt you. I'm pretty sure the drink is gonna taste the same. And again, if you really prefer straw, then get yourself a metal straw and you can just carry it around with you, and it still tastes amazing, your drink that you're gonna drink. You might not think that it will make a big impact, but just, you know, think about the amount of straws that you can use throughout a year. You will just produce much less waste, and that's already great for the environment, right? The fourth thing, and something that I never really thought about, is when I go shopping, is sometimes you have things packed in plastic and sometimes you have things packed in paper or carton, or like, you know, like boxes. For example, rice, pasta, all the dry ingredients, sometimes they are packed in paper and stuff. When you have the option, buy that instead of rice wrapped in plastic, and that already makes a huge difference in the way you shop. The next thing would be to completely avoid packaging. And that's, I know, is a very drastic one, and sometimes very, very hard to do in a society where literally everything we buy, even fruits and freaking vegetables, are packed in something. And usually it's plastic. Like, personal experience, when I got into the whole sustainability thing and I was like, I want to live that way, like, I was so shocked because I didn't really pay that much attention to it. Like, I saw it, but I would not think about it. Completely honest, transparent here. So I would go to the supermarket and I really like my organic fruits and vegetables. And there is this one supermarket, I'm not gonna say the name. I don't know if I'm allowed to or not, it doesn't really matter. But I went to the supermarket and every single fruit and vegetable was packed in plastic. Organic ones. And the non-organic ones weren't, like sometimes they weren't. But usually you still have, you know, the plastic bags that you can pack your stuff into. And I was like, I'm gonna freak, I don't know what to do. I can't buy any fruits and vegetables in this shop because I want them organic and there's nothing that I can take that has no packaging on it. And so this kind of freaked me out. What am I gonna do? And I started Googling, and you can basically go to farmers markets, you can go to bulk stores, also bulk stores, like, you know, you can buy like dry ingredients like oatmeal and all of that stuff by bringing your own container. There are so many possibilities, and I started just shopping my fruits and vegetables completely without any packaging. There are so many opportunities to do that, and you don't have to constantly pack them in those plastic bags. Just bag them into your bag, and then you can weigh them, and that's it, you know, that they weigh for you, whatever. And you can also buy those reusable bags, which are out of cotton or something. And if you have the alternative, then go for it. Even the bulk stores, when I went there and I asked, can I bring my own container to, you know, buy, for example, lentils and oatmeal? They're like, yeah, like we love that, we encourage that. We even give you a discount if you bring your own container. So at the end, it's even cheaper than buying it in a supermarket. It's just so much better for you, for the environment, for everything. The sixth thing is also something that I started doing recently, is to buy bamboo toothbrushes instead of the plastic toothbrushes. As I mentioned before, plastic takes long to break down. So those bamboo toothbrushes are a perfect alternative. I mean, we go through quite a few toothbrushes a year, depending on, you know, everyone's own hygiene, I would say. We have this great option to do that, and bamboo is something that grows very, very quickly, so it will not harm the environment as much as it will with plastic. And they're everywhere. I bought mine on Amazon. You can buy them everywhere. They're really cheap, and you can bring them everywhere with you, and you're gonna get your teeth clean as well with bamboo toothbrushes. It does the same thing. It's the same thing as a, you know, normal plastic toothbrush. And now, coming to the food side of things, is to plan your meals. And that is something that is very close to my heart, as I am really trying to avoid any kind of wasting food. Since I was a kid, my mom always did the same, and she taught me that way as well, to never waste food. So when I go to the supermarket, I am very sure of what I will buy. I make a list, I know what I want to buy, and most of the time I do not waste any food. And that brings me to my next point, is to pre-cook your meals. By pre-cooking your meals, first of all, you are healthier, which is great. And second of all, you're less likely to get a takeaway, and takeaways are usually wrapped in some plastic or paper or whatever, in some waste that you will use one time and throw out. So by planning your meals, you will have your own reusable container, and you just put your food in there, and it's great, and you're good to go, and you will not be hungry, and you don't have to get a takeaway. Great, right? And if you want to go a little further, as my channel is about veganism, I would also kind of try to touch on that point as well, is that a vegan diet has a great impact on the environment, and a positive effect, of course. First of all, you can be vegan and you can buy a lot of unprocessed foods, such as beans, lentils, pasta, nuts, seeds, fruits, vegetables. All of that kind of stuff does not need to be wrapped in paper or plastic. If you are more, you know, on eating like meat, eggs, cheese, those things are more likely to be wrapped in plastic or in some kind of, you know, packed in something. So at the same time, you're producing more waste, I would say. If you think about it that way, that's something that came up to my mind. I'm not, maybe you think I'm wrong, then, you know, let me know. I would like to know your opinion. But also, there was like a research done at University of Oxford, and they found out that cutting meat and dairy products from your diet could reduce an individual's carbon footprint from food by up to 73%. 73%, that is so much. That is great. Like, just by reducing it, you can already, you know, do a great impact on the environment. And I have a video about this, so I will link it down below. I'm not gonna get into details here. But my overall message that I want to share with you guys is that do not stress yourself in the process of trying to be more eco-friendly. The moment I found out about all of this, I could not go into a supermarket anymore because I was completely stressed. I did not know what to buy because I just saw plastic everywhere, and I was like, I'm gonna starve myself to death because I don't know what to eat. And eventually it's a process. It's steps that you have to take. And I'm still in the process of learning and adapting and trying to see what's the best way for me. And it is completely okay. So I want this to be an enjoyable process for everyone that tries it out and that wants to adapt this kind of lifestyle, because trust me, planet Earth will thank you for this. Yeah, just take it step by step. If you need any help or advice or just want to talk to me, just let me know and I will be willing to help you. And you can just reach out to me at any time, honestly, because these are things that are close to my heart and that I really want to help change in the world. That was basically it, guys. If you have anything else that is on your mind that you maybe think I forgot, let me know. If you think that you really liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. That would make me super happy. And also maybe subscribe to my channel as I make more of these kind of videos now again. And yeah, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.